I'll tell you how many suggestions we got, and then you just pick a number, and then we go about 10 minutes. I'll look for an out to the scene,
Yeah.
and then afterwards, I like to have like a little short chat about like, hey, how you got into improv, or if there's something that came up in the scene that was like, oh, that was really interesting, but I don't like to do like deconstructing the scene at all. It's really just about like how you came into improv, and any thoughts you might have or anything like that.
That's fine. I can do that.
Yeah, and if you want to, if usually they're like mono scenes,
Mhm. That's
real,
fine.
yeah, real time. But if you want to jump around, whatever you want to do, I'm really up for just
Yeah,
enjoying your style and playing with it.
happens. That sounds great. I can
Right
do.
on. And it is around 6 your time right now, 6 p.m.
Yeah, just 7 minutes past six. So
All right. I'm getting time zone. I'm getting pretty good with time zones here. Let's see, but we've got 37 suggestions. So pick a number 1 to 37.
ooh, I'm gonna go 26.
All right, 26. Let's see. One, two, three,
Just one
four, five. Was there a number for 26 or it just struck you?
struck me.
Yeah.
Just
31. 16, 17, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 26. Oh, this comes from Christian, who's in Denmark, and the suggestion is I would really like that cookie.
oh, okay.
Thanks, Christian.
Have you got something on your face?
There's something there.
Yeah, just a little bit there.
Did I get it? I feel like it's
Yeah,
still there.
it's just in the corner.
This,
Yeah,
oh, this side. I was doing
yeah.
this side. This side?
Oh yeah,
Did I get it?
yeah. You've got it. You've got
Okay.
it.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
that's my biggest fear.
Really?
Yeah, that like there's something in my teeth or something on my face.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I know what you mean. Do you know, once I went on this date, right?
Yeah.
And I had a massive like bit of oregano in the middle of my teeth.
Yeah.
So embarrassing. It was I couldn't
You
but you tell me if I had something on my face, wouldn't you?
you got like when you pointed where it was, there's something there. Let me see.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, right there. It's something I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like either dark green or black.
Okay.
It's
Is it
still there.
gone?
No, it's still there.
God, sorry, this is really embarrassing.
That's okay. I mean, we got time. We got a couple minutes before we got to go in.
Is it gone?
I It's gonna sound strange. It looks bigger. It looks like there's more. I think you were when you were digging it out, something maybe you loosened it or something. Let me see. Yeah, it's still there.
Uh, do you think you could get it for me?
Yeah.
Like,
First, I feel like thank you for. I mean, you are trust. That's a big step in trust right there for sure.
yeah. I mean, like, we're really good friends though. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like hand gel. I like it.
Yeah, and this is not a reflection on you. It's more me. I just want to make sure when I'm going in your mouth, I'm not getting anything. I don't want to bring any germs into your mouth.
Yeah. No, I get it totally.
You think we're really good friends?
Don't don't you think we're really good
Yeah,
friends?
yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 100%. I was gonna say like, I think we were, but I don't think we ever had a conversation where it's like, and now we're good friends. I think it just progressed. But I consider you one of my best friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's that's so nice, Gary. That's like that's lovely. Like I know we're normally in quite a big group,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's hard to talk sometimes.
yeah, I feel like there's a pressure to go around and like
Yeah,
talk to everyone.
absolutely.
But then
Yeah.
I always find I'm talking to you last because I enjoy talking to you. So
No, absolutely.
yeah, can you curl your lip up? Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Okay, right. Yeah, got it, got it.
Got
Oh,
it. Oh,
wait, now
perfect.
it's wait.
Oh,
You hold on. You moved. There. Good.
oh.
See?
Oh my gosh, I was going to go in there with that.
Well, it's a good thing you. It's a good thing that we asked about it.
Oh my gosh. You know what? That was really nice of you to save me then. Because I didn't want to embarrass myself again.
Oh,
Like,
I can understand. And listen, like, I mean, what happened in the past is done, right? Like, sit and think about how embarrassing that was. Is, I mean, I wish if I could, I would go back and change it in the, get in the time machine. But it's done. Nobody like people aren't going to remember what happened. So this, yeah,
yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, I totally forgive you for,
really,
yeah.
I,
I,
yeah, I'm, I, I'm sorry,
yeah.
and I think about it a lot, and I did wonder if it was going to affect our friendship or not.
It was another time. It was a long time ago now.
I was, I wasn't at the best place in my life. I was drinking a lot. I was drinking more than I should, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, so it's. I mean, it's. I feel bad that you were embarrassed, and I feel bad that I what I did, uh, and I feel really. I don't know. That's really vulnerable of you to still forgive me. So thank you.
Fine. Don't worry. I mean, we were worried about you. We were really scared. Like you were drinking a lot. You know, it was it was a dark time, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you were one of the. You and my brother were the two who would like still take my call.
Do, do the others not talk to you anymore?
It's very pleasant, and that's about it. It's just a pleasant. I'm in more of a. It's like unspoken, and we have. I need to like do an amends to everyone. It's like you and my brother. I've done an amends to, and I haven't done it to other people. So it's it's a thing that I'm like. I feel like I've had a lot of last straws with a lot of people, and a lot of them have moved on, rightfully so.
Yeah.
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 Do you?
No. Yeah.
Well, you could say it.
I mean, maybe you need to contact those people, and maybe you need to talk to them. I mean, how long were you going out with Susan for? Like 2 years?
Well, yeah, we had celebrated our 2 year anniversary. Yeah.
And then it just ended.
Yeah. It, yeah. I mean, I thought I was being very noble by ending it.
Yeah.
I thought like I was doing her a favor,
Yeah.
but then I wasn't really doing her a favor at all. I was just making things a lot worse.
I mean, I understand it's hard. It's really hard to be in those situations. And this is really weird, but do I have mascara?
You were, yeah. I didn't want to say anything. I felt like it would have been really inappropriate if I during our conversation. But it's clumped in the corner of your eyes.
Sorry. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's a nightmare.
You're making it like honestly, you're making it worse because you're
Oh
rubbing it, and it's like it's just going into your. It's just like right now, it's just all in the corner. So it looks like you got a black eye. Oh no,
God.
they might think I gave you a black eye based on
Mm,
history. That's not a good thing at all.
that's really not a good thing.
Can I?
Oh, yeah. Can you help me? So good with the gel.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I feel like Mission Impossible. Dun dun. Dun. Tell me if it hurts.
Oh,
Sorry.
no.
Oh, now. Oh, you're tearing. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
There. Okay. All right.
Oh, oh, that's better.
Does it feel all right?
Yeah. God, I'm so glad. I couldn't have gone in there and saw Helen. Imagine what she'd say.
Oh, that'd be the first thing she'd point out.
I know, exactly. I couldn't. Like, and I mean, we've had difficult times too.
I mean, it makes sense.
Mm,
Like
absolutely.
like to think that people aren't going to have difficult times, especially when you work together with people. Like that's just. I mean, they say like this company's like a family. It's like I don't want it to be like a family because my family's very dysfunctional and it's not a good look.
Oh, it's yeah. Like, I want a divide. To be honest, I
Yeah.
want work and life. I feel like there's no work life divide here. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm trapped a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know this is really inappropriate, but you've got something. I think it's cheese. Just
Same
yeah,
same side. Oh, yeah. I had a cheese
yeah,
sandwich. Same side as
right.
before.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I need to actually. Can I get it? Is
Oh
that
yeah,
all right?
please.
I'll get the gel and
Good.
let you. It's all right. You got it. I think it's
Again.
gone. Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
Good. Phew. Ah,
I couldn't live without cheese. I'll be honest.
no. No, I do love cheese. Yeah, you always like cheese.
Yeah, I mean, you put cheese on a bicycle, I'll eat the bicycle. You,
um,
you ready?
mhm. Yeah, I think this is time. You ready?
Yeah.
Do you want me to hold your hands?
Yeah. Can I think we should kick it off. I got a joke.
Go
Let's
on.
kick it off. What kind of cheese isn't your cheese?
Nacho cheese.
Yeah. Scene. Oh wow, that was so great.
I love cheese jokes.
Oh my God. And I do love cheese. And somebody once told me if I put cheese on a bicycle, you'd eat it. And I agree. I absolutely cheese is my favorite thing.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. I'm a big cheese fan.
Isn't
I,
it? No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I really like cheese jokes as well. Like any kind of cheese pun, I'm all about. It's kind of a joke.
You know
Like,
why?
why?
Because you're not just good. I mean, you're Gouda.
What did the cheese say when he looked in the mirror?
What?
Halloumi. Exactly. It's so good. There's so many of them.
It's so good, and it's so like I think puns are so underrated too.
I like I think I have I really like cheese ones. Like they're the ones I really like.
That's
Puns
your
too.
niche.
I'm not very good at them, but I do like.
I love it. Like that's your specialty. That's your niche. You're like, I'm gonna jam at the cheese jokes.
Yeah, that is my thing. Cheese jokes.
Oh my God, I spent a couple months, about 7 months in Denmark, and I was lucky enough to run an improv theater out there in Copenhagen. And the one thing that I missed was they didn't have the same variety of cheese that I have in the States. Because in the States, it's just like you have a wall of cheese of all sorts and like invented cheese and regular cheese and things like that. And I found that I missed that the most when I was in Denmark. Isn't that crazy? Like I missed the cheese selection.
It's weird, like, because I used to live in Spain, and I always found that like there was weird like foods that I would miss that I wasn't expecting to miss.
Yes.
Yeah, like curry sauce that you can get like here quite easily. I couldn't get it in Spain, and I was used to really fancy it when I came home. It's really odd, like the things that you want is really strange.
Totally. And then it's like, I just don't know why. I just miss it. It doesn't matter why, but like and you get, I think with cheese, you also at times get a real hankering for a specific type. And then
Yeah,
you just, if you can't get it, it just like ruins your day.
absolutely.
How did you start improvising?
Ooh, well, I started improvising about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I think I just wanted to try something new. I was a little bit stuck in a rut. Um, and I always kind of, I think when I'm down, I'm very drawn to funny things. Like I like things that make me laugh. And obviously there's a big link there with improv. And I thought, well, I'll give this a go. And I went to Emma Baird's class, Liverpool Comedy Improv. And I remember thinking the first day, well, if I go and it's really bad, I'll just never see these people again and it'll be fine. And I was terrified. I don't think I've ever been that scared in my life. I was shaking. Like
Wow.
I remember being so scared. And but you know, I did see those people again, and I see them quite often now, and it's really like part of the community, which is absolutely lovely. But yeah, so
Wow.
yeah, and I think it's made me a lot braver and a lot more kind of. I'm more like to take risks now, I think, because of improv.
Yeah, I think it a lot gives you a little like that kind of taste of confidence and bravery, and it
Mm,
spills over. It can't help but to spill over into your personal and your professional and your life choices.
absolutely. No, I totally agree. It kind of makes you. I think it makes you a bit faster as well. Like you kind of
Oh
your
yeah.
brain can work at like 100 miles per hour sometimes. It's like, which I think is really cool.
I remember I took a little break from improv
Mm.
back in the day, and then when I came back, I remember my brain, it felt like my brain was just about a third the speed as when I was improvising. I felt like it was just slogging away and just like, okay, well, it took me, I was like kind of going in slow motion for a while. And then I got back into doing more consistent improv, and it sped up like the thinking process. And I was able to think a lot quicker. But yeah, I remember it was just like night and day of like what everything seemed to be in slow motion once I got back in. And then it picked it up pretty quick.
Do you think improv's like a muscle then, would you say?
Oh, 100%. I absolutely 100%. And if you're not flexing and working that muscle, then I think it atrophies. And it can be, I notice it technically, if you're like talking technically with improv, I notice if I don't play short form for a while, and then I go and I watch people who play short form, the speed they're playing at, it's
Yeah.
very fast. So, but I
Yeah.
also notice like, I do notice in life too that if the times I've taken a break or backed off of improvising, my ability to say yes, to do things that scare me, to stay in the moment, definitely that decreases because I'm not practicing it. And when I teach, I'm saying it, so I'm hearing it more, and it's more a lot of times when I'm teaching to a class, I'm saying things that I'm really directing at myself. It's just coming across. I might see somebody in a scene do something, but I find that they're more reminders for me than like notes for the student.
Hmm. That's really interesting. So it's kind of like you're reminding yourself through doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's great to have students watch you perform, especially like if you teach a class, then right after there's a show that they can see because the stuff I talk about in class, I tend to then demonstrate that in a show, especially in front of students, where it's like, oh, I talked about object work. Then
Yeah.
those shows I tend to have more object work, or I talked about agreement, and in the shows I'm more focused on the agreement because I had just talked about it. And now there's a certain amount of accountability because students are there that I don't feel like one of those teachers that says learn the rules and break them. I feel like I'm a teacher that's like learn the rules and then use them because it makes it easier. So having that the students come up to me even after a show and be like, let me know your thoughts, or we can have a conversation about it. See if I do what I talk about in class. And so I do feel like, yeah, if you back away from improvising, that skill set diminishes over time.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. And it's interesting that you use your classes to remind yourself of things. I think that's really, really cool, actually. That's
Oh
a really
yeah, like I tell people too, I'm like, these notes are not the way. It's just like this is one way to do it. Here's
yeah,
something that might help you try and get to where you're going. And if somebody does something that is a note comes from it, it's more for the entire group rather than like pointing out that one person.
Mhm.
And it's good to like have those moments, and it's not a failure of any sort when people do stuff. It's like, oh no, that allowed us to talk about like, what is like I just did a class and it was like, what's the difference between like blocking and denial and saying no? And so it was like, oh well, any of this stuff can work, but here's like my take on it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's really cool. It's really interesting. I always think of improv as like a language of it as well.
Mm.
It's like if you stop speaking it, you forget it. And you have to
Yes.
say, remind yourself of certain like grammar points and if it,
Yeah.
okay, that's important.
Yeah.
That's like agreement. There we go. Like I always think of it like that. And I think that's a really useful way of thinking of it with it.
And who picks up language quicker than kids? It's the same with improv.
Yes.
Kids are so in the moment that you just say do this game or this, they have no problem doing it. They have none of the baggage we have, none of the defenses. So they'll go, oh, we say we're going to tell a story one word at a time. Okay. And they go, they do it very well. We're gonna do Dr. Know-It-All where everyone answers a question. Like they'll not only do they do it well, they want to keep doing it ad nauseum. They'll want to play Dr. Know-It-All forever. So I think like language, kids pick up on it a lot easier and quicker. But as you
Yeah.
get older, you're told, don't embarrass yourself, don't say something foolish, have the right answers, and those are all things in improv we have to let go of.
Yeah. I think it teaches you to kind of cringe less improv because I'm always embarrassed about everything. And I think since doing improv, I've suddenly kind of let that go a little bit and I'm a bit more
Yeah.
confident in myself. And I go, okay, that happens. It was embarrassing, but that's it. It's done now.
And like you said earlier, of like I'm just having the attitude of like, oh, I'm never going to see these people in the audience again. So if I
Yeah,
make this move and it's cringy, that's fine. You lower the bar of embarrassment when you first start. It's real low for some people, and as you continue to do it, like the more you do it, the higher that bar gets to pretty much you aren't as embarrassed as you were when you started, and you're just like, all right, I'm just going to go for it.
yeah. No, it's really interesting, isn't it? How it kind of changes you, it molds you a little bit.
Yeah.
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 So,
Are you doing shows online now or jams or anything like that?
um, I am well. I'm into improv troops. I'm in Broken Chair Improv, and I'm also in Boss Birds with Emma,
Yeah.
and we're doing jams for women and non-binary improvisers, and people can find it on the Facebook page. You have to join a group, and then they get an Eventbrite ticket. We've got them tomorrow at 5 UK time. So
Yeah, and I think you have it listed on the page too with several at this time, and this like you have several time zones listed when it's going to take place, so
yeah,
people can easily figure it out. That's great. Yeah, I think
I'm
it's
really.
a yeah. Go ahead.
I said I'm really excited. As I said.
No, I think it's going to be huge. I think there's so many people excited to do it as well, and giving it's a space that people are going to feel more safe to be in for improv, and I think we need a lot of those. I think we need a lot of safe spaces for people.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think it's a nice kind of. I think it's a nice way of building community as well and letting people express themselves and meet new people. That's the huge advantage of Zoom and improv. Like we did with Broken Chair, we did a jam with a Mischief in Action, and that's a
Mm,
group.
yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's a group in India, and we also with Boss Birds we did a thing with the Adamant Eves, and
Yep.
it's absolutely amazing to just meet people who they wouldn't be on our radar if it wasn't for this,
Yeah.
but they like and they're so good, they're so fast and so clever, and and like funny. So it's amazing, I think.
It is. It's
Yeah.
allowing us to connect globally, which we could have before, but there was no we didn't see the need of it, and now we see the need.
Yeah. Like when it began, we were all like, oh my gosh, going online and doing everything online. We can't do this. But
Yes.
people have adapted so quickly. It's amazing.
We're
Um,
we're improvisers. We got to lead the way.
yeah, absolutely.
How can people, if they want to like find out more information about shows you're doing or jams or things like that, what's the best way for them to follow you?
So I would say on Facebook, we've got Broken Chair Improv, and I'm also in Boss Beds. They're my two groups. So I'd say find them, and also Liverpool Comedy Improv, which is where I learn improv. And so I would suggest those 3 pages if you want to find
And
them.
man, I talk a lot about level one improv teachers, like intro to improv teachers, and there's no one better than Emma Bird to
Brilliant.
stoke that those flames of fun and understanding improv. Like I'm just a huge fan of hers.
Yes, totally agree. Big fan of Anna.
Well, I had so much fun playing with you, and I can't wait to do it again, whether it's live, virtually, or however. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Bye.
Bye.